I sometimes get seduced by my inner chaos. How do I manage all of that? Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it gets me like it gets everybody else.
Every single day I would brainstorm video ideas and I'd write them down. And that's how I built I have this Google sheet with 10,000 ideas on it.
And I'll make a target list of songs that I think are good candidates, good targets for parody. And then for each of those songs, I will come up with as many ideas as I possibly can, just generate puns and variations on a theme in different directions I could go with the parody.
I was just so excited by this idea. Playing pretend, creating imaginary circumstances.
I'm a creative person, and I just always, at some point, the idea comes to me. And the most important thing, I think, with creativity is that you honor your creativity.
I don't know, just say a random word.
Dog.
I adopted 100 dogs. Right. I gave my friend 50 dogs, or I gave a dog $1 million for dog treats, whatever.
I've always taken some sort of pride in making sure that every song sounds different than the other.
Get really obsessed with how do I come up with crazy, cool, original, viral ideas.
So if I can see a way to make something crazy and interesting that probably no one else is going to make, then that's the thing for me to make.
I have to not take the most obvious tact. I have to do something a little left of center.
Every time I sing these songs in a new way, I find something different. I learned that probably, though, the most through jazz music. And that's why I love singing jazz so much, because you can just go anywhere.
So it's very important to always be intaking new information and learning things.
That's how it works. We're taking in information, we're vibing on it.
Listen to 10 different podcasts, right. One episode of each, not 10 of one. Listen, watch every sport, not one.
Love of different genres and styles, and it's not just one thing.
I'm fortunate enough to have the ability to do these two things. I can play the drums, and I can also play guitar and sing kind of in this other band. And, just to be able to exercise that option, it's great, man.
Life really is good.
It's great. Who wouldn't want to do that?
I have to go through everything. We as a group went through every single sound on every single song. With this song, we just went through everything. And you listen, you A/B. How does it sound if you take the guitar out here? How does it sound if you put more distortion on it? How does it sound if you compress it differently?
Yeah, there's no right or wrong way, and have to find your way, and whatever works for you.
And I'd like to think that because no one would slap my wrist with a ruler when I made a mistake, that it's those mistakes that that develop some sort of signature sound.
You can't push music if you're not willing to try new things. I mean, especially with the bass on this song, I think we took a lot of kind of wrong chances in the effort of making something that felt really different from everything else that you hear. And sometimes making those wrong choices might bring an emotional life to a song that is just the best one.
Because we don't tell you what to do. We kind of give you a little bit of rein to make decisions, and you got to pivot. And it's.
Let's say I was producing your new record and you played me something and I had some thoughts about it. It wouldn't be so helpful for me to tell you what those were. It'd be better for us to wait till we were in a place where we could try things and see where it goes.
Or if you've been committed to something for a really long time and felt restricted by it, you get to the point where instead of torturing yourself over it, you start to kind of celebrate it. And you think, you know what? I have nothing to worry about. There's nothing left to lose. And you kind of surrender to that feeling, and all of a sudden you feel great.
Because it is fulfilling, because it's different. It's not like you're going and doing the same cookie cutter stuff every day.
Doing it the way that I did it in the short story format, I wasn't writing some chronological bio, because I don't really spend too much time looking back. I mean, I'm constantly reminded of it when I'm doing interviews and things like that. Anniversaries, they come up and I get asked about the past. But I'm more concerned with oh my God, I have to do a one-man show at the Savoy tonight. Yeah.
People who work in unscripted or shows like that, where it's not a set plan, typically do better in our environment.
You think you know what you're getting into, and then you don't.
No one knows. We've never built Squid Game in real life before. We don't know if it's possible to build a 40-foot wall in this Coliseum. It's they might cap you at 35. Well, then now you have to decide, well...
We'll see. My mindset for the next however many years is
We'll see. Why not? Anything's possible, for better or worse.
Another superpower of artists is this accepting we don't know anything. And when we think we know things, that also limits our world. We think we know. It's only like this. This is all that's possible. We're mice in this little box. But in reality, who's to say that's the case?
The thing is, I think people have a misconception. They like try to put everyone, especially famous people, in a box where it's like, this is what motivates them. And this one reason is why they do everything. And I believe you can be motivated by multiple things.
People tried to put me in a box. What is she? I'll make what I want, because like women deserve the right to like be free in their creations.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong. It's like we all like what we like. A real collaboration is when everyone who's there is working together towards whatever is the best thing for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And whether it's your idea or someone else's idea, it doesn't matter.
With all that said, that's the story. Everyone's different takes on it. And so I got to pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts here?
I wanted it to feel like the record was about to explode. Like the human being that's singing it is about to like completely, blow into pieces.